Hi all, this is Mary Ann. I just wanted to show you my screen for Doseledger to try and start this training. I tried to do it on Teams, but I'm not sure exactly. I can't find the recording. I know I used to do this all the time, and now I gotta rehone my skills. But anyway, this is when you log into and get an account on Doseledger, which is doseledger.com. All you have to do is go in, and if you look at the home page, you can see that you have all of your doses. Once you get everything in, you put it pulls up all of your doses, what you have to do that day. It makes your life really simple. It also tells you where to inject, whether it's an IM, it'll say 90-degree angle, and whether it's, that would be glutathione for me, or whether it's a 45-degree angle, which is subcutaneous. So the only one I have left to do tonight is the epimorelin. So when you get started on this Doseledger, what you do is you go into more, and I would start with settings, and then I would start putting your profile in. Okay, it will give you a place to record all of your things, like your weight and your measurements. So right here you see measurements. I did that on ZoFit or ZoLift or whatever, and that's how I got my measurements. But this will tell you age and all that stuff. You know how familiar are you with dosing, and then you save your profile. So get all your measurements in and all that information in first. Then, let's see, we can go back here, and I'm going to go to inventory right here. And so right up here at the top, once you put your inventory in, it will show you exactly what you're low on if you've opened up a vial. So I have 2 more of the glutathione in my inventory, but that's only the 400. I do have another kit. However, I have not put all of them in because I didn't know how to work Doseledger from the start. But if you have kits, you can put them in as they come in and as you order them. I have not done that yet. Mine are mostly in the freezer. NAD, I have one left, it says, and that's the one I actually have open. So something might be wrong with that. But anyway, I have opened the NAD for this vendor, which I did put that kit in. And then the tirzepatide, I've had that since last year, and I still have like 4 or 5 vials left. This is T30. So you see, it's 30 milligram strength on this kit that I put in. Where I store it, I usually store it in the freezer if it's not reconstituted yet. And then when you finish a vial, you click the finish. Okay. Excuse me. Epimorelin, I'm taking that at night. And this is kind of odd because I have a 10 milligram vial. And I didn't know you had to reconstitute when I checked the charts. Reconstitute them with 4 milliliters of water, which didn't fit in the 3 milliliter vial. So I had to split it in 2 vials last night. But my next video, excuse me, will show you how to enter the ones that you reconstituted. So I will do that next because I have a list of ones that I reconstituted, but I haven't put them in the ledger yet. Okay. Bacteriostatic water. The only one that I put in here right now is the bacteriostatic sodium chloride that I got from Goodies, which I'm using for the glutathione, and it's a 30 milligram vial of bacteriostatic sodium chloride that I used for glutathione, but I want to try the glutathione transport water, and I just ordered that to see if that works better. So, and it tells you your concentration. Okay. Then down here, when it's finished, I'll just log that out. Epimorlin. Okay. Bacteriostatic water. I actually finished these. No, I didn't finish these vials yet. I still have them. And they're not really in the refrigerator. They don't need to be in the refrigerator because they're not open. Okay. The terzepatide, I already showed you, is I have 30 milligram vial, and because I reconstituted it with 3 milliliters of water, it's 10 milligrams per milliliter. It tells me when I opened a certain vial, but I think I have to go in and edit some of these, including my MOTC. So when I get to reconstituting, I'll show you how to reconstitute your put in the ones that you reconstituted. Now, if you have labs done, you can put those in. Okay, I don't have labs right now. I could probably look in my email from the doctor and check all that and put that in. And then over here, you have the body measurements. So you can put in all your body measurements. That's what I did. So you add all of that in, and it'll give you the date. I really have to redo that and do it again. There's a what if planner, a concentration graph, injection sites, which you can put that in when you do your reconstitution. That's what I do. There's a reports. I really like this inventory. Smart recommendations. That will give you different things that you can use. Muscle gain, what it is that you're looking forward to accomplish with the peptides. In here, let me see here, protocol database. It actually tells you some of your measurements and reconstitution for each one of these peptides. So, what could be a dosage, a standard, an aggressive dose, or a conservative dose, whatever you want to do. So all of them are in here. Let me go look for terzepatide. Probably tell you 2 point whatever. Tells you a lot of information in here. Injectable protocols. Let's keep scrolling down. Did I miss it? Nope. GLP-1, glucagon. Tells you if it's injectable or oral, so you can keep track of both. I do have MOTC done in mine, injectable, 5 milligrams once weekly, subcutaneous. So that's conservative. Standard is 5 milligrams 2 to 3 times a week. That's what I'm doing. And if you take the oral, it gives you, there's no data on that. So let's look here. What else is in here? Solank. I've done that before, but I did it as a nasal spray. But if I do it again, I'm going to look at this chart. Oh, here, intranasal or subcutaneous once daily. So I did intranasal on this one. But I went over to NAD instead. I also did CMAX. I did that at night. Snap 8. I haven't done any of those. I do SS31. So injectable protocols, 20 to 40 milligrams daily. I don't do that. I actually do what ChatGPT told me, which is not a daily, but I do it once at the same time I do the NAD and the glutathione. Okay. Everything is in here. Let's look at tirzepatide. Nope. TV500, I don't do that. Here's tesamorelin. I have done that before, but I feel like I've had more progress on epimorelin. Okay. And that was once a day as well. With epimorelin, I'm only doing it 5 days a week. I do want to try the thiamycin alpha, but I haven't gotten that yet. Beta. Here's tirzepatide. Well, here it's spelled correctly. All right, so your moderate dose is 2.5 to 15 milligrams weekly. On the lower end, your standard is 2.5, so it's the same thing. And then your aggressive is like on the upper end is 15 milligrams. I don't know if they don't have a, they must still be in testing for the other. Now, if we go back, then we can look at, it also has a library. Let's look through that. Okay. And it'll tell you what each one of these things can do. Superior weight loss, type 2 diabetes, improved insulin sensitivity. So, you can check all of these of whatever you're on, and it gives you information on all of those. So that's kind of cool. All right, now I'm going to go over to the calculator. For those of you who are using a calculator, when I do the reconstitution, you will see the calculator, okay? Because as you do the reconstitution, you also put it in the calculator and automatically puts it into Doseledger. But if you just need how to calculate something, so you can just hit the calculator at any time and do this without putting it into the other. So you select your peptide. Let's say, let me see here. Which one do I want to do? Okay, let's say I want to do NAD. And then amount of milligrams. I only had 100, but now I have 500 milligrams. And I have put 5 milliliters of water into it. And my desired dose is 50 milligrams. And I calculate that, and it will show you how many units I need to put in for my injection. And if you save it, this is what it'll come up when you do reconstitution. It'll say save to inventory, and it'll automatically take an NAD out of your kit and log it in for an open vial, which is really, really keeps track of everything. Then you can go over to plan, and over here you see I have a MOTS backup because the other one fouled up, so I tried to put in another one, but I do have to fix that. So you put in whatever it is you took this for, and I took the glutathione for the break in my weight loss stall and also for my eyes. My dose is 200 milligrams twice weekly, and you just record what days you want to take it. when I started it and how I'm going to inject it. I do intramuscular, which is the IM. Cycling, 8 weeks on, you get that from the chart, and 2 weeks off. MOTC, my dose is 5 milligrams every 5 days. That's the one that's hard to keep track of. So I have to fix this one because it told me I take MOTC this morning, but the two ones that I have listed in here are interfering with each other. So I will take it again on Friday and fix this thing. I used BPC for a little while for my wrists because I have tendonitis, and in my knees, and but I have paused that. I'm not using that right now. NAD, here you see it'll track all your weeks and whether you're going up or not, okay, on your doses. Here is the building stack of SS1. This is also for my eyes and mitochondrial energy, including MOTC. And here's my tirzepatide for weight loss. So right now I should be on 7.58 milligrams. That's what I've put in. I started this Doseledger on around November to try and figure out how to do it. But it really gives you a plan. And then if you click on this, it tells you exactly like what I did on Sunday, Monday, this morning, and I have one more tonight. And here you see it tells me where I'm going to inject and 45 degrees right there. And when you reconstitute one, you'll click in there and tell it which different sites do you want to use, and this will automatically rotate them for you. So when you go in here, it'll tell you exactly where you're injecting that particular day. Tomorrow I'll only take epimorelin, Thursday only epimorelin. See, Friday I have MOTC. Normally I don't have anything on Friday, but this is the correct one. And then Saturday I do these three again. So it will continue to do that until I finish them. You can also finish a vial. And then if you go into overview, you can see you can edit different things. What are my active protocols right now? I can journal anything I want to. Okay? How I feel on any of these. Okay? So you can actually keep a journal in this Doseledger. Okay? If you add a new protocol, say I'm adding KPV, I can put that in here. Okay? If I forgot to click my that I took a dose, I can go in here and I can log it. Okay, I can add things to inventory. I can add a lab. But right here, I see pretty much my whole stack. So that's really kind of cool. I really like that. And then when I go into view all, it will actually give me an edit option. So it gives me my today, and then I can edit any of the ones I need to do on any of those. That was in the other. It went to home instead. But if I go down here to my active protocols and I view all, you see you can edit each one. Okay? So that is really kind of cool. And that is it for today. I just wanted to show you all that. Next one, please tune in because I'm going to add in all the ones that I reconstituted, and I have them on a list. I did one more last night, epimorelin, and I had to split that in 2 vials. But I did do some other ones that I actually wrote down on a list so that I could videotape and show how you enter that into the reconstitution for the Doseledger. And home screen is probably your most valuable most of the time because it's going to give you your daily doses, where to inject, and whether it's IM, and how have you been keeping up with it. So, I have one more injection tonight. That one makes me sleep really well and dream. So, everybody, Stay tuned. We're going to do some more of this. See ya. Thanks. Bye.